Education for hospital chaplaincy started little more than a century ago. Theological schools started adding clinical pastoral education to their programs for healthcare settings. In 1939, Russell Dix spoke at a hospital convention about the 4 indispensable minimum requirements for a hospital chaplain: responsibility to hospital administration, cooperation with staff, an effective plan for seeing patients, and a record of their interactions. While there have been some significant changes since then, these goals still have an important place for us as we think about the professional chaplain. I'm going to show a few avenues for improving chaplains' education within a hospital spiritual care department. The chaplain education process as a whole is facing a significant increase in demand, and the providers of this education are largely uncoordinated in meeting this demand. Calls for reform and cooperation have been proposed for the last decade. These changes are not only being felt in chaplaincy, but many professional fields are feeling the push of education, job competition, and the changes brought about by distance learning. Hospital programs and education for physicians and nurses have some similarities and some differences. A D-Min is not the same as a DO. Navigating these factors has become essential to the sustainability and improvement of the spiritual care role. The need for professional growth and continued education for chaplains is becoming more and more documented. And this is true for chaplains on a local level, but also beyond that, ranging from staff chaplains and volunteers within a department that are on different points along the education spectrum. We will look at CPE, certification, and continuing education. CPE training consists of 400-hour units where the coursework is practical, supervised, and clinical. In each unit, the student will spend a portion of time engaging with staff and patients in a clinical setting. Another portion will be spent with a small cohort of classmates. Besides your higher education degree, CPE is the most distinctive and specialized aspect of chaplaincy education. You will need to be prepared to interact with people from different faiths and backgrounds and to work on your own identity formation. This is the place where you commercially and pastorally come into your own. To find a listing of local ACPE centers, go to acpe.edu and consult the accredited CPE directory for your state. Within an hour of where I am right now, I've found 7 part-time extended units, 6 year-long 4-unit residencies, and many single-session units. The directory will also help you to search by the type of unit you'd like, including an online unit, which are becoming increasingly used for gaining CPE. Once you've settled on a few possible locations, you will need to prepare your application. The first question on the application is, give a reasonably full account of your life. So you may need some time to thoughtfully fill this out. Many chaplain positions will want candidates to be certified upon hiring, or at least have a plan to achieve certification. The most common certifying body for chaplains is the Board of Chaplaincy Certification, Inc. And the largest requirement for this certification is to have 72 credit hours of graduate level coursework. This could also include credits for equivalency and experience in the field. To start the process of board certification, look over the general requirements found at apchaplains.org. You will also need an endorsement from a faith group recognized by the U.S. Department of Defense. That list, along with the contact information for the organization, can be found through the VA's website. To pass certification, you will have to demonstrate through written essays and an oral interview that you can perform 29 competencies that detail all the principles behind the work of the chaplain. For some help on filling out these essays, I encourage you to visit the blog at chaplainly.com. There you will find detailed descriptions for each competency along with resources to guide your essays. BCCI also offers advanced certifications for military and palliative specialties. These certificates are helpful at demonstrating a good level of competence for the chaplain. Another certification that I recommend is a certification in thanatology, given by the Association of Death Education and Counseling. Qualifications include understanding models of bereavement, cultural issues around death, ethical concerns, etc., etc. This certification is also Magnet designated, which is an organization that many hospitals use for designating highly credentialed staff. I recommend the CHEA accredited thanatology program at Hood College, but any relevant courses from any accredited group will count. Maintaining these certifications requires continuing education credits, sometimes known as CEs, CMEs, or CEUs in the medical field. Nurses, doctors, social workers all have to take between 20 to 50 credits a year to maintain their certifications. Because of this, many units are frequently offered in the medical field. You can do a search online for grand rounds related to spirituality. Many resources will be available. I recommend going to train.org, CDC Train, and register for free CEs offered by the Centers for Disease Control. Credits can also be earned through webinars online or volunteer opportunities specific to chaplaincy. Chaplaincy Innovation Lab is also a great place to get some interaction with other members in the field. CEs can be easily and cost-effectively gathered with collaborating the opportunities that are already available. Now you may find yourself in an odd spot. You have already done multiple degrees. You may even have several units of CPE. Getting another certification, which means getting more education, can seem daunting. This is where the institution that you work for can be of valuable assistance. In 2019, 9 out of 10 employers offered some type of tuition education benefit. Employers, and especially hospitals, are seeing the added value of offering education assistance to employees. Many hospitals work with companies like EdAssist, which has clear procedures and guidelines to follow step by step where to look for applications. In addition to these methods, many hospitals also offer internal professional development courses through which one could improve your resume with training and education. These programs can be assessed through your benefits coordination or human resources. But this is a small window into what is available for improving the education of chaplains within a spiritual care department. And I want to close with a reminder that we don't pursue education so that we can have a big head, but so that we can be refilled, to offer more to our administration, our staff, and our patients. Hospitals are not looking for only certifications and educations and degrees. They are increasingly hiring for quality candidates. It is the emotional and personal connection that the chaplain makes with the administration, the staff, and the patients that impact our work.